Hello, welcome everybody. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. Miami, Florida mascot misses being inspired for Wisconsin. We playing Wisconsin? I hope we're not playing Wisconsin. I hope we're playing somewhere a bit better than that. I don't think Wisconsin is top 20, although the Badgers generally have a pretty good football team. Montana's up there. How about that? So anyway, yeah, I've never played a game where I wasn't in the top, or maybe I have like a long time ago. Whatever. Okay, we just need to win one more game, and then we'll go to the Bulls. Okay, so we're in really good shape right now. All we got to do is keep winning. I'm extremely intoxicated right now. I just drank a Bloody Mary, but apparently it was super stiff. Oh, we are playing Wisconsin. Well, they're not that good. What the hell did I play the Badgers for? What the hell's wrong with me? What, I got some kind of mental issues here? Okay, well, whatever. Look, I'm going to beat the crap out of Wisconsin for my ancestors or whatever. Anyway, like I said, it's still Independence Day. I'm going to finish this on Independence Day. We're cooking out. We're having some good food. I'm having some good Bloody Marys. I am ripped to shreds right now. I mean, both in body and both like intoxication-wise. Okay, go get him. Oh, yeah, he didn't get too far. Okay, and what else was I going to say? And yeah, just on this 4th of July, I'm hoping that the spirit of the 4th of July, we can, encourage understanding between people and all that kind of stuff. I just hate to see us, like, all yelling at each other like a bunch of turds, you know what I mean? Things are kind of divisive lately. It's very sad for me because I love this country so much. Not like Glenn Beck loves this country to where he, like, cries like a little girl and sheds big crocodile tears like a turd and then just says George Soros a bunch of times. I mean, like, I love the country. Like, this is a great place to live, and it's great that people, are good citizens of the country that help, push it along forward. And whether that means protesting against injustice, whether that means, doing community service, or just being a positive contributor to the economy, positive contributor to your community. Those are all like worthy deeds. You know what I mean? In my opinion. Yes, and that was a positive contribution to our game, as I was able to change the diction of my body to be able to intercept it as opposed to merely blocking it. I mean, I would have appreciated both, but I didn't get both, and there comes the wife with another beautiful Bloody Mary. Exclusive! I very much love how the OSW review guys put exclusive and they spell it real funny. I love that. That's just beautiful. But yeah, I really just hope we could come together. I hope whatever comes next for our country after the elections. I'm imagining Trump won't win. I don't know. Which is fine. Well, which is more than fine with me. I'm not a fan, okay? I'll admit that right now. I'm not a fan of Trump. I don't like how uninformed he is about things. He reminds me of if my dad was elected president, but my dad was like a lot more successful. So that my father not only had his lack of information about topics, but also had an inflated sense of self-worth. So, yeah. I don't. I hope he doesn't win again. Okay, I'll just say that. Okay, maybe that angers a lot of people watching this video, but I'm not a fan at all. But the point is, whatever comes next, I hope it will be something that kind of binds us as a nation and does not. And Alexa's making a bunch of noise here, which is kind of annoying. So give me 1 second. Hey Alexa, stop! 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 Hey Alexa, stop! Stop! Okay, very sorry about that, folks. You probably heard me screaming in the background, "Hey Alexa, stop!" But Alexa wouldn't stop. She just wouldn't stop, even though I asked her to stop. So I had to raise my voice. Okay, light wind, so nothing really matters. I don't think. Other than if you kick it like a turd, like I just did right there. Ah, no good. Ah, no good. Can you believe that? Can you believe that, happy crappy? I cannot. But yeah, I just hope whatever comes next we'll kind of bring the nation together. That we can kind of find a way to maybe coexist a little bit better, get along a little bit better. I hope so, because I think that's our real strength as Americans. Oh, shit on a shingle. Yeah, okay, kick off out of bounds. Fine, we'll kick it straight up. Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to love me forever? It's light wind, you jerks. Why is that such a problem with me kicking it to the side? I kicked it right down the middle. Is the weather forecast incorrect? Is the AccuWeather double Doppler AccuWeather forecast incorrect? I don't know. But yeah, I just, I would hope that, we can, I agree. Disagreeing is great. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. That's what democracy is built upon, is our ability to disagree freely with one another, and that nobody goes to jail for it. Now, here on the other hand, of course, just because you say something stupid doesn't mean you're immune from criticism. That's the thing. People say, oh, he violated my freedom of speech because he said he didn't like my opinion. But that's bullcrap because, oh, what the fudge? So anyway, that's bullshit that people think they're like immune to that they're immune to some kind of any kind of criticism because of the First Amendment. That's bullcrap. I have the full right to react to whatever the hell you say in whatever way I want. If you say something stupid, I have every right to say, hey, that was stupid. Oh, man. And by the way, that pass was rather stupid, right? So, super duper. All right, so we're just going to continue on here. But, I mean, let's be honest here. That's on both sides, of course. People saying, like, oh, I have a right to say it. But people have a right to react, of course. And so there's a responsibility, I mean, yeah, you could say all your bullcrap things that aren't true all you want, but that's not necessarily useful or what have you, Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to throw it to the tight end again because I'm terribly uncreative. Oh, no, I'm not. Gosh darn it, I could have caught that. And unfortunately, now there's a bunch of talking in my home right now, which makes it harder for me to concentrate, especially given how drunk I am right now. But that's okay. And so anyway, we're doing okay against old Nebraska, and by Nebraska, I mean the Badgers. We're probably not going to get crap out of this run here. Yeah, we definitely did. So yeah. So not doing too good offensively. Let's try the pitch right, see if we can get those at least 12 yards out of the deal here. But yeah, there's a bunch of conversation going on, which is ruining my ability to get a first down. Yeah, I'm definitely going to blame it on them if I can't get my first down. Which I did get my first down, but I'm still going to blame it on them and say I was less than my full amount of concentration on this. Ooh. That's a very good Bloody Mary, I guess. I mean, good enough. All right. So let's go for the... Holy crap! Did I just kick a field goal? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a lot drunker than I thought. Holy dog shit. Oh, that's not going to be good either. I'm sorry, folks. For some reason, I thought I just scored a touchdown. And I was completely incorrect. Wow, I did. Carlos Huerta, very good job. Congratulations, Carlos. We kicked a field goal for absolutely no reason. So, yeah, to show you how precisely trashed I am. There's no reason we couldn't have continued with that drive. So, yeah, very unfortunate there. Like I said, I probably should concentrate on playing games instead of practicing politics. But I can't help it, I mean, just on this day, which is such a great day for all of us Americans, and just to kind of look at it and be like, how do we, and it's fine, with every new generation, people have new ideas on how our identification, our self-identification, how we look at ourselves, what we choose to honor as a people. And it's no different, you know what I mean? When Harry S. Truman, who's one of my favorite presidents, came out of the White House, everybody's like, "Bleh! Harry S. Truman sucked." You know what I mean? People felt that way. Like Harry S. Truman was a terrible president. Later, I could have done a delay of game there as opposed to taking the field goal. That probably would have been a better idea. So anyway, so when Harry S. Truman was came out of office. Now, as time has gone on, in retrospect, Harry S. Truman, because he was kind of the first president to really input the containment, the containment strategy against the Soviet Union, and that ended up being very successful. So because of that, things worked out pretty well. And in later years, people have said, wow, that Harry S. Truman, he was one hell of a president. Even though during his time he was much maligned. And it happens, you know what I mean? We change who we revere and who we choose not to revere over the years. Oh, see, I tried to change the diction of my body there, and it ended up totally screwing. Oh, boy, that was a horrific and horrendous move. Oh, man, I almost had him on fourth down there. So anyway, so that's the thing. We change what we choose to revere, what we choose to honor. I mean, those Confederate veterans and their statues and all that, those weren't things that we honored right after the war. Those were chosen to be honored later on during the so-called redemption period. Very good. Nicely done. And because of the that redemption period when maybe there was a bit of intimidation going on from the former Confederates and hope to return to quote-unquote normalcy, they put these statues up. But I why did we put these statues up in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, we had a war, a civil war. One side was the United States. One side was not the United States. You know what I mean? So I really don't see why we should honor those people who fought against the United States, in my opinion. I mean, if you think they were the patriotic ones, if you think they were the correct ones, then why do you still live in America? Because you are living, if you look at it, you're living under the regime that destroyed, the thing that you love so much. So I think it's disingenuous to go ahead and live under that, live in the United States. No, I'm not calling it back. So anyway, yeah, it's disingenuous to live under that regime. I would think, if you feel that way, like the Confederacy was in the right and America was in the wrong, you're living in America now. Go live somewhere else, for Pete's sake, if you hate it so much, If you want to fly the flag of the guys who tried to... I'm not saying it should be illegal. It should not be illegal. It should be your right to fly whatever flag you want on your private property. But my taxpayers shouldn't pay for you to honor frickin', General Lee and frickin' Jeff Davis, who by all rights, if it not were who by all rights under the... Under all, by all rights, under the, the fact that they betrayed the government, should have been hung, really. And I mean, Lincoln was the one who, and obviously he didn't get a chance to put into practice his Reconstruction plan, which, allowed leniency. Yes, allowed leniency for the southern states, right? So, that was really Lincoln who was much maligned. He was the reason everybody jumped out of the Union. He wasn't going to hang any of these guys. And then that bled over to his vice president, Andrew Johnson. But, of course, it also didn't secure the right to, the idea was, hey, the war happened. It's done now. Let's go ahead and move on with our history. But unfortunately, we've not been able to move on because a lot of people... And it's a past that, none of the... No, and I don't have an idea behind it, but neither do the Southerners. They don't have an idea behind what happened exactly, how life actually was. I'm sure if you're a plantation owner who owned a bunch of slaves and a bunch of land, life was pretty sweet because you were in a position of complete cultural and political dominance. But the vast majority of Southerners were, poor farmers who could never hope to have a plantation or agriculture on that scale. But in the end, the poor farmers were fighting for the interests of the rich plantation owners. And they're the ones, by and large, who gave their lives. I mean, hell, General Lee got to live through the damn thing. Stonewall Jackson got to live through the... No, he didn't. Actually, no, that's not wrong. But, a lot of the generals. Nathan Bedford Forrest, he sure lived through it, and he made his big impact afterwards. I'm sorry for getting so political. Jeez Louise. I'm a big history buff, and I really hate when people kind of tell the history in, I guess, what you could call kind of a ridiculous fashion. Looking at it as something that it's not, Oh, what is that noise? Turn it down. Okay, so anyway, continuing on here. Holy crap, I almost got a sack there. Man, and I'm getting kind of fast and loose there. That was pretty close to being an unfortunate situation. So yeah. So sorry. Yeah, I'm not very sympathetic to the South. Let's say. Let's say I'm not sympathetic to the South. South's great. It's nice and warm down in the South. I can see why a lot of the snowbirds come down here. They enjoy the nice weather and all that. And there's something to be said for it. Yes! Alright, man, another INT where I was able to turn my body posture there, which is pretty sweet. Could it be a pick six? Could he go all the way? Maybe if that guy does... Oh, that guy's just going straight to the sidelines. Now that is a problem with the AI, right? But I just say it's stupid to keep on remembering that it's important. It's not important. What's important is you need to pay the bills. The important is to make the best life you can do and improve yourself, to respond to life's challenges, all those little things that need to happen in life. That flag is a symbol of a bygone era that has very little relation to today, And you would say, well, a little rebel and all. You know what, really? You want to rebel against the United States government, the government that gives you so much? The government that provides these stable infrastructure, your schools, your hospitals. Yeah, it's not perfect. There's no doubt it's not perfect. And you can make an argument, hey, if I got a serious disease, it'd be better to be a country with public health care. Like say Britain or Canada or the Netherlands, something like that, Germany. And I agree with that. There's some situations where we lag behind the rest of the world, but let's go ahead and work together to improve that instead of fighting against the very idea of these things. It's just... And I imagine we make lots of enemies because, we're playing a football game for Pete's sake. And football, that is definitely what's the word for it? A salt of the earth. Yeah, wow. A salt of the earth, not salt of the earth, excuse me, but a very blue-collar type dealio here. Kind of, I don't know. I don't know football. Does football divide us as much? Maybe it doesn't. But anyway, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be pissed at me because I went off at length by beating the shit out of Wisconsin here and just going off about my ideas on the Civil War and all that. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I'm blitzed enough right now that I'm barely following what I'm doing. Although Wisconsin is playing poorly enough that it really doesn't matter right now. So all that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm full of booze, I'm full of food, I'm feeling great, and so I'm just squawking off. But it's okay if you disagree with me. I won't hate you for it. And I would it'd be nice if you didn't hate me for popping off with my opinion here. But I think we should let the past go on a lot of things. Like, that doesn't just cover the Confederacy. It covers a lot of, wrongs that have gone on, and let's try to get past them. Let's try to get past them and move on with life. Because the future is all ahead of us. It's not behind us. I didn't have the greatest upbringing, maybe you might say. Wow, cool. I mean, obviously it wasn't too bad. I was playing Super Nintendo, baby, and playing Super Play Action Football and all that. So obviously I was doing okay, right? But I mean, I wasn't like, I know kids who had it way better than I did. And go up the gut, and they had it way better than I did, and they did way better than I did, and they had cooler parents than I did. That's for sure. That's not hard to do because my parents were lame. Really lame. Oh gosh darn it! As lame as that run, anyway. But that's fine. Whatever. It's a whatever type situation. But I'm not gonna cry about it because that's the way it is. It's not really changeable. I've got what I've got. And there's no such crying over spilled milk. I do the best I can. And I think if we try to do the best we can, I think we'll be in good shape. Certain people need a hand up. Certain people need, are brought up in such bad situations that they could use a little bit of help. Now, what form that help takes, I don't know, okay? But I've always lived my life by this kind of, well, I haven't always, but I have lately, definitely, because I've noticed kind of what other people do, and I find it to be very ruinous to them. It doesn't help them as people. It hurts them as people. It's like, just concentrate on what everybody else has got. Like, I concentrate on what I have. Like, okay, I hear people like, oh, this guy's got disability, but he's not injured, and he's getting paid this, or he's getting paid that. That guy, he's on welfare. He's getting by with this or that. I don't like the, okay, so he is. Okay, so he's getting away with that. I'm not part of the, inspection element that checks out if this guy's disability or whatever is legit, okay? That's on the government. I let them take care of it, okay? And I don't worry about what they're doing. I worry about what I'm doing. What am I doing? Am I going to let that affect me? Does that affect me? Should I be like, oh, they've got that, so therefore I'm going to assume that the game is rigged and I can't win? Like, who does that really hurt in the end? It only hurts you. Like, welfare benefits or disability benefits are not that generous, frankly, okay? You're better off working a full-time job than sitting at home collecting unemployment. And if you're the kind of guy who's happy to collect unemployment, not unemployment, but collect disability. I'm not talking about now in the coronavirus. Obviously, coronavirus, collecting unemployment is not, is not very uncommon anymore, right? But what I mean is the fact that, if you're a working man or woman and you're making a good salary, you're doing a lot better than somebody sitting at home collecting disability. Because work has a reward to it in any case, depending on what job you got, of course, and how you feel about said job. Oh, shit, on a shingle I could get that? I could get that. Oh, well, maybe not. So that was your tight end screen pass right there? Oh, that's too bad. No, that's fine. It's a whatever type situation. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I go when I talk to people from my hometown, and they're always just like, that's all I want to do is bitch about what everybody else has got. And it's no wonder you can't do anything really on your own, because you're always wondering about. You're always, oh shit. Well, it had to happen once, right? Ah, yeah. See, I was just waiting until he ran out of juice there. But yeah, don't worry about what everybody's got. Worry about what you got. Worry about what you're doing. What are you doing with your life? That's the big question, you know what I mean? It's not a case of, of course, there is a competition in life, but wealth and money are not limited, There's wealth being created all the time, out of thin air even, and I'm sure you guys know this. Anybody's watching this, they know, and I'm sure he's going to do a dive play here. He's got the triple back formation. We're not going to let him get away with that shit. There's wealth being created all the time, okay? There's ways that you can make something out of nothing. There's always ways. And it's up to you and your creativity and your thinking to figure out the way to do it. It's all up to you, never mind what that guy's doing. Yeah, maybe there is a guy who's a drag on the system. Fine. Probably lots of people are a drag on the system, you know what I mean? Oh, crap. That's my usual pick-off play. But don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Worry about you. Do your best. Be the best you can be. in spite of what everybody else is. Because you'll find if you do that, you'll climb far above those people who you look down on and you think are turds. Holy crap. Did you see the pressure we had on that guy? Too bad we couldn't get him. Apparently Wisconsin's not one of the tougher teams in this game because they are not playing at the ridiculous level that, say, Colorado was playing. And I'm way drunker than when we were playing against Colorado. I can tell you that right now. So this is the last game of the season, and then we're going to go to a bowl game. And hopefully we pick the right bowl game, because the last thing I want to do is not get the national championship after playing this long. Yes! Digga-digga-digga-digga. Wow, we might go all the way. No, we won't. Look at these guys. We might get good field position, that's for sure. Oh, man, I don't think he was that close to us. Whatever. Anyway, we're doing great, man. We are doing awesome. And I'm just happy. Like I said, I'm happy to be sharing this with you on July 4th, the birthday of our great nation. Star Spangled Banner was not made on July 4th, but Star Spangled Banner is an alright song. I know some people don't like it. You know what? Actually, I don't really care. Like America the Beautiful, I think is a far superior song. I think America the Beautiful is a far superior song to the Star Spangled Banner. If you ask me, I would not feel bad at all if we changed it. Yes. Nice catch, buddy. So, yeah, you want to change the national anthem to America the Beautiful. I'm all for it. Because, from what I've heard, now I'm no singer, so I can't sing. Wow, that makes sense, right? I'm no singer, I can't sing. But I have heard that the Star Spangled Banner is a real pain in the ass to sing, whereas America the Beautiful is far easier to sing. So yeah, if we change to America the Beautiful, I think it'd be great. It's a good song. It says everything you gotta say. Country's beautiful. Crown thy good with brotherhood. That sounds cool. You know what I mean? Sea to shining sea, amber waves of grain, purple mountains. Like, yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I think we take for granted in America. I mean, just look at how crazily awesome this territory is. Like, I mean, just taking everything out of there, right? Let's, like, forget about everything. Let's just think of, like, the geography our nation encompasses, you know? We have tropical climates. We have, you have beaches. You have humid climates. You have temperate, 4-season type climates, traditional, whatever. You have deserts. You want to go to the desert, you go to the desert. You want to go skiing, you go skiing. You want to go to like a big ass forest. You want like several 100-year-old redwood trees. You got it. They're here. Like everything is here. Like we're so lucky to live in this beautiful land with this great geographies, great natural wonders. It's just amazing. And like I said, we got problems, but count your blessings. Count your blessings and love this country because it's not like love the country and you can change the country. Like the country is open to change. Like you've seen how much we've changed in the last 200 and some years. I think he's going to do a quarterback keeper with this freaking motion. This man in motion. Yeah, I knew it. That sneaky Pete. I knew he was going to try something crazy like that. And I was glad we were able to stop him for no gain. Because I didn't like his sneakiness on that one. That offended my sensibilities. You know what I mean? That offended my sensibilities. So what the hell else was I saying? It's going to be a screen pass. No. Yes! I guess I don't need to be that close to him to try it, but I'd rather be close to him. Pick six. Yeah, I definitely don't want to have to, run offense, especially in that goal line offense. Man, we are beating the ever-loving Poopy Doopy out of the Badgers. And I love the Wisconsin and Badgers. I like Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a very nice state. Got the Dells, Baraboo, all these kinds of cool things. although it's quite pricey these days. But I've always been a big fan of the dairy state, even though I don't like cheese. Oh gosh darn it to heck, son of a biscuit. All right, anyway, it's called the dairy state. I don't like cheese. I don't like a lot of dairy, but I'm not lactose intolerant. I think cheese makes me want to barf. Okay, when I eat cheese, I'm like, ugh, ugh, ugh. Like I remember I had this aunt who's like a real fancy woman, which is fine, cool. She's a fancy woman. So she's fancy. Her and her husband are real fancy people. And I went over to their house. I actually stayed at their house for a few days. And they're like, and this is like 2009. Oh, shit. So Greek yogurt just came into vogue. It became a thing. Like, there was no Greek yogurt, say, like 20 years ago. I mean, I'm sure there was in Greece, but like on American store shelves, you couldn't find Greek yogurt. Maybe at a specialty store, but like 2008, 2009 started coming out there for your yuppie folks. And so, yes, I tried the Grecian yogurt, and oh man, I tell you what, I had to spit it up in the sink because it's just, there's only a certain level of milk rottage I can take. There's only a certain level of milk rottage I can take, and that's too rotten. That milk is too rotten for me. Couldn't take it. Couldn't go. Couldn't suck it. What is this gonna be? 3 backs. He's gonna throw over here. I knew it. You 14-yard pass. First down. Bobby Brown. No, I'm just kidding. It's not first down, Bobby Brown. How much time we got left in this stupid game? 2.5. I'm up 50-0. Jeez Louises. And somebody left the door open for Pete's sake. And I was taught always very strictly as a kid, you leave that door open, you're a bad person. Like going to the... Yes! Holy crap-a-mundo! Where have you been all my life, turning around and jumping? You know what I mean? Like, wow! Turning around and have I even had the ball in the second? Yeah, I did. I got it right at the beginning. But have I had the ball other than my opening drive? Because I think everything else has been a pick six, Like, I guess I'm feeling more comfortable because I'm way ahead in this game and we're doing so well. So I don't feel the necessity. And they're using the stupid offense again, or defense. So I don't feel the necessity to really worry about anything, or whatever. Keep running. Brrr. Yeah! 56 to zilch. Holy dog crap. We are pouring it on. Alright, let's see if I can erase my horrible sin of my, whatever, right? The one where I didn't kick the field goal, right? And by that I mean the PAT. Remember that time I kicked a field goal when I didn't want to? That was pretty stupid, wasn't it? Hit him. Yeah! I love it. Loving that shit. It's like McDonald's. And I never eat McDonald's because... Not because it doesn't taste good. I'm not going to say McDonald's doesn't taste good. It's just McDonald's... I like being alive. And so I don't want to die from being a big fat ass. Or having a heart attack. Or whatever. And all that shit, right? Man, you know what I want to say? Like... And maybe this is... maybe this isn't acceptable anymore. But like... Dude, if I'm watching somebody review something and he's like a neckbeard, like he's like a big fat turd who like with the toy collection behind him, and like he's obviously not like a guy who doesn't live with his mom, who's like has a girlfriend who's not also the same ilk. Like I like discount that person's opinion. I'm just like... I saw this one guy, what is it, Quentin C? I looked at like one of his reviews on something. I can't remember what I was looking at, but it was definitely a review on something, that was for sure. But for some reason, like, I watched it and it's just like, oh, he's talking about the History Channel, how the History Channel is lost this way. And just kind of the way he's talking, but also just like I didn't like respect him as a scholar. You know what I mean? Like he was trying to be scholarly about it, but I didn't believe just looking at the man, and maybe that's wrong. Because obviously looks can be deceiving. I didn't believe the man had any scientific, not scientific, academic credentials. I don't believe he held any degrees. I don't believe he did his scientific research. I just think he was just saying shit that felt good to him. You know what I mean? Man, I gotta do that more often. The thing where I turn around so I get the interception. Yes. So maybe for the bowl game I'll like turn around, but I'm really scared to do it. But yeah, like that guy just his pompous way he spoke, like he knew everything, and just the way I was like, I don't think you actually know anything. I didn't believe he knew anything. He didn't make me feel like he knew what he was talking about as much. And just the looks of him, just like, dude, you live in your mom's basement. Like, why should I be listening to you? I'm like way more qualified to talk about any of this shit than you are. Like, and you shouldn't be putting yourself out there as being some kind of intelligent dude, because I don't believe you are. Man, am I tangenticized in this game, huh? I'm playing super play action football, and all I'm doing is talking about internet dorks who like have the balls to cover serious historical topics without the requisite knowledge, or at least appearing to know what they're talking about. Although it's hard to argue. Like Andrew Jackson was kind of a dick. At least in natives he was, right? Alright, let's see if I can get this ball to like go. No, they're gonna get it. Which is fine. Come on, kill all 7 seconds. I don't want to play anymore. Yes! Alright, cool. Man, I think this is our most punishing game we've played thus far. I guess Wisconsin's not as good as we think they are. Good to be done with this. Alright, one more game, and I can quit playing this damn game now and forever. I can't imagine you guys will ask me to do it again. Wins the Ulrich Lang Trophy. What the hell is the Ulrich Lang Trophy? You guys probably know this better than I do. I guess the Heisman, Arkansas quarterback. Are we still number one in the nation? We better be. So the thing is, in this bowl game, if the Violet Bowl is in against Oklahoma, we should pick the Orange Bowl. That's what I've been told. So yeah, it's a big whatever. Banana Bowl. Traditionally, you're a conference champion. Okay, well anyway, that's enough of this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next one. Hopefully I'll be less opinionated. Take care. Bye-bye.